Mind means I and my. No mind means you and yours. So whenever the question of mind comes, I and my will come. Whenever you do something, I is going to come definitely. Without I, you cannot do anything. So whatever you do with this body, whatever, you are the doer. And doer means the Maya, the materialistic world. And materialistic world, the Mayavi world will always make you tired. So that's what you have to first understand before utilizing your mind. Where your mind is used, your mind wherever comes for use, is just the Maya. We say Om. Today's question is, Hari Om, my master, please throw light on the saying of Krishna. A person can rise through the efforts of his own mind or draw himself down in the same manner, because each person is his own friend or enemy. Hari Om. What Krishna wants to say through his sayings today. Krishna saying for all the human beings who can think it over. Because thinking, the power is given to only the human beings, the only living creation on the earth who can think and take the decisions. Only and only the mind is with the human being who can utilize his mind by the thoughts, the thinking. So, saints, the gods like Krishna are speaking for the human beings. Where the mind comes, it is only for the human beings, because mind in full part is with the human being, means you and me. And when they talk, they are not talking for the outer world, because outer world already is known to us. Nothing new in the outer world. But they speak to you for the inner world. Inner world is nothing but the world after the departure from this body of mind. Inner world is not that closing the eyes and if you go in the blood bones inside and doing what the meditation. That is not the inner world. That only is the illusionary world. Like with the closed eye in the dream, you look all that like you are sitting and having a coffee with the Shah Rukh Khan or Krishna Kapoor. So that is with the closed eye is nothing but your dreams in the awake state. And once you take dreams in the sleep state, you take it as it was a dream. So you're not worried about. If it is good also, it is bad also. Good also you say the dream, bad also you say the dream. So anything with the closed eye is nothing but the dream. And dream you enjoy whatever you want to enjoy. In the closed eyes, you just are enjoying the dreams. Sleeping state, in the awake state, awakening state. You say, I woke up. So one dream in the night, one dream in the day. When with the closed eyes, you think to look into the inner world is not with the closed eyes. Because what you have seen outside, inside will be the same reflection of the outside world. If you are attached to the outside world in lust, anger, greed, ego and attachment, definitely the reflection of these five will come inside also. And you are forcing yourself to close your eyes and look inside. That time what happens? The fight comes between the outside world and the inside what you say. In that fight, if you keep on increasing the duration of your fight, what you say, the word meditation, enemy of yours, you are the biggest enemy. Your brain starts squeezing and you may be sometimes depressed and you have to go to the neurologist then. So, the God, what we say, the inner world, is nothing but the life after the departure from this minded body. This mind body, you have got to think it over. Think it over, take the decision and execute it. Take the decision after thinking it over and execute it. With the closed eyes, if you are thinking something and taking some decision with your full concentration, that is okay. That I am thinking with my closed eyes. These are words going on for taking some decision. It is not that I am going to get something special by closing the eyes. So this inner world is not that inside by closing the eyes. This physical body, the outside, the all parts of yours, the eyes, the ears, the nose, mouth, legs, hands, everything of yours working through the inner circuit in which current is passed on. To the current we say the conscious, the soul. And if you are asked to go into that and look into your breath, what breath you can see? What you will feel in the breath? If somebody say look into the current, what the breath will tell you? it will damage. It will damage your lungs. It may damage your heart. Because when you look into the breath will start stopping. Because breath is a natural process going on inside. And when you close your breath, naturally, complications are going to come. You are getting into the bypass surgery. Definitely. Then we will say, it was all old by the Patanjali and all. Yoganand, Sri Yukteswarji, Babaji. Then you do not know anything about. They had gone through the setup of taking the decisions by the mind. And by the mind they could understand the whole world outside is not truth. Whatever is here is temporarily. So by getting the outside world temporarily, they were in the other world, that the godly world. And when you go into the godly world, you are alone, you will see that you are enjoying those moments in bliss, in the extreme love. You see the eyes are closing. In the closed eye, your love reaches to the saturation. The love with the closed eyes, or automatically when love rises, the eyes will be closed. So that was the extreme love. What we say, the final, that bliss moments, there your eyes are closed. In that state you can remain forever. But when you are closing and you are looking into and you are the doer of anything, it will make you tired. It is going to blast you. So the mind becomes no mind, because the physical body, the outside world is running through the mind. And the inner world, when we say, the world after departing from this body to the God home where you have been before the birth, the first birth on this earth. So that is no mind there. Mind means I and my. No mind means you and yours. So whenever the question of mind comes, I and my will come. Whenever you do something, I is going to come definitely. Without I, you cannot do anything. So whatever you do with this body, whatever, you are the doer. And doer means the Maya, the materialistic world. And materialistic world, the Mayavi world, will always make you tired. Will always make you tired. And in that tiredness, you are not getting anything but a dreamy project. And one day you will find that neither you are of the outside world nor inside world, but the ego had come at the top level. So that's what you have to first understand before utilizing your mind. Where your mind is used, your mind wherever comes for use, is just the Maya. If you are not using your mind, that is called the Brahm, the God. God is without the mind? No, God is no mind. No mind means wherever required, the mind will come in front. Otherwise, no. So God is no mind and mind is Maya. So when you are in Maya, you are in this mind world. So to get rid of this Maya, to get rid of this mind, because it is the mind who had involved you in the outside world. It is the mind which will take you out from this Mayavi, the outside world. So mind has gone, legs which has gone will only bring back to the home. Same legs are to be utilized. If I am going somewhere, if I am coming back to the home, same body is used for coming back. You say, I am gone to the market. Then after some time when phone comes, you say, I have returned from the market. I have gone out of the home, I have reached home. So one who is going is only taking you back. So with the mind you have gone to the outside world, with the mind you have to come back to the inner world. So the home, the God home. Now you have to think that whether I have to go further or I have to come back. Whether I have to go further or I have to come back. If you want to come back to your home, definitely there is a relax at home. You don't find the relax in your office. You are always in relaxed mode in a home. You are free at home. Whenever, wherever, whatever you do in your home, but in the office you are closed. You are bonded for something. Now the mind is the main player. Mind is the main player who had taken you out in the world. Mind is the main player, will take you back. If you are not utilizing your mind on that your journey, that right at the time of birth, I was having no mind. When I got the mind, which came into the force, which came in force, I had extended myself to the outside world with my five senses. I had gone into the lust street, I have gone into the anger street, I have gone into the attachment street, I have gone into the greed street, I have gone into the attachment street. So 5 streets I have gone. And from these 5, I had gone, I have not come back to my home. My home is without the 5 senses. 5 senses are the extension for Maya. And when you come back from these 5 streets, you are in the same home. As a child enjoys his life, as an infant enjoys his life in bliss. Now these 5 streets, when you come back to the same point, you enjoy your life. That is what Krishna is saying today. That it is the game of mind. Everything what you do, mind is the main leader. You have seen in the forces, there is a one person in the big front and the whole battalion is at the back. One person commanding whatever he does, wherever he put his legs, all are following that. You see now on 26th January parade, all are following the front leader, the commander. So your mind is the commander in the body, you can say. What your mind decides, the body, just follow that. Thought comes to me, I have to go to the mall. I had decided by the mind, okay, thought had come, I had to go to the mall. Mind says yes. Now body executes. You will call the cab and you will go to the mall. So this is the mind. Thought comes, I have to go to the mall. Mind says, not now. It is COVID, not now. Automatically the body says, okay. Body says, okay. Body remains. So who is the commander? Commander is your mind. That's why Krishna and all the saints talks about the mind. But they says, mind when utilized, you should throw your mind. As you take the car to the office from your home And when you come back to the home, car remains outside, you come back to your inside home. So mind is just to make you travel from your godly home to this Mayavi world, and mind is just to take you back from the Maya world to the God home, and through the mind. So when you come back to your home, mind is not required. It is you who brings the office at home. Why the fight at home? Because we bring outside in our home. Why it is called home? Home means there is nothing of the outside world. What is the definition of home? House, my home. Nothing of the outside world. Whatever I had done in my office, anything, I have to leave it off before building the home. Going in the home means retiring from the mind. No mind. Office means mind. When I move in the morning, go out of the home, keep the mind. Like cap, you put on that. See, like 6, put the turban before going out. So just put that cap, mind on. Mind switch on, going out. When come back in the home, switch off the mind. You see how much enjoy I will do in the home, get in the home. You're not getting enjoy at the home because your home also has become the office. Your home also has become the factory. That's why the homes are not the homes, they are the battlefields. Like in the office, we shout on the staff, this thing. Here we shout on the wife shout on the husband, children shouting on the parents shouting on the children. If somebody is weak, he is shouting inside. If somebody is strong, shouting outside. That's all. Why? Because mind had come in the home. Home means no mind. Office means my mind. So office means Maya. And that's why we go to the office to earn the money. Maya. Maya is always outside. You have to buy the clothes. You are not having home. You are having shop outside. Why? Anything you have to buy, shops are outside, not in your home. You have your factory outside. Why? Because Maya is outside. And outside is the functional work of the mind. Home is not for the mind. That's why it is said that in this body, inside the God home, we say this body as a God home. Nar Narayani De, Nar Narayani body. We say it the Hari temple. It is written in that epics. It means you keep your mind outside. Whatever is outside, lust, anger, greed, ego and attachment is for the outside world. You have the greed, no problem, required. If there is no greed, how can you move in your life? If I need a house, I am going for earning the money. I need money for my children, for their schools. I am going. I need the clothes. I have to go to the shop. Greed is required. If I don't have the greed, I'll go out to the office for work. Attachment is required. If no attachment, how will I bring my children up? How I'll brought them up? Ego is required. Otherwise, how the game will run? My house, my children. All is fine outside, but when you bring it inside, when you bring the lust inside, it means you are bringing someone from the outside market inside. Suppose I have seen someone, the beauty face outside, or my friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, I brought to my home. Now inside I am running with that. So lust inside, in the home you have brought with the mind. It is mind bringing the lust. It is the mind bringing the anger. I am somewhere outside shouted on my staff or someone that had come in my home. I have brought the attachment with someone outside in the home. I have brought the greed that outside I have seen the car, I want that car inside. In my home when I enter, I had come with my all 5 thoughts. So these thoughts are nothing but the creation of mind. If there is no mind, you go to the mental hospitals. People are there, they don't have the mind. You will find there big post people. They are mental. They say they are mental. Mental means no mind. They are not able to use their mind. If they are not using their mind, We say them the mental. So that the mental state of mind, while in the mind, means when you're outside you can use the mind in proper way. But we say them the mental because they are not able to work outside also with the mind. They are not working outside or inside with their mind. One who works outside with the mind in the office, but inside in the home he is not having the mind, not utilizing the mind, keeping the mind aside. So that one also is a mental, but that mental state of mind is called the Godism. Godism. This type of mind, when you use outside office, work, inside in the home, no mind. So inside in your thoughts, lust, anger, greed, ego, attachment is not there, God is there. You will be in relaxed state of mind. And relaxed state of mind is nothing but with the no mind. And that is what we say. We say in meditation also that the no meditation, no mind. No mind is the meditation. But you are utilizing your mind for no mind. But there the thoughts are not the breath. Greed is not the breath. What you observe the breath, breath is the active member. Breath is the energy for your thoughts. Yes, if you stop your breath, naturally five senses stop working, you are dead. Or you sleep. In sleep also, you are out of the five, unless you bring the dreams inside. So this what is required. The mind has to play a vital role. Mind has to play a vital role. But mind is for the outside world, not for the inside world. Inside, nothing should go inside. If anything of the outside, because if I have the lust, it's for somebody. I have the anger for somebody. Greed for something outside. Ego for something outside. Attachment for something outside. These five are the outside products. Five outside is the beauty of the nature. Mind is beautiful if utilized outside. But when the mind utilized inside, mean in your thoughts, thinking my business, thinking about my boyfriend, my girlfriend, thinking about my sons, thinking about my house, car, business, anything. Thinking in the home, it means you have brought the car which was to be parked outside in your house. And you say, there is no peace at house. How the peace will come? Because you have brought the something in the no entry zone. In the no entry zone. That is what is said by Lord Krishna, the God Krishna, the messenger Krishna. Because in Krishna God came. God is the same in everyone. In you also. The day you're not bringing the outside office market of these five senses inside, you are God. All faces are of the God. But because of bringing the office inside, bringing these five senses inside, not going to the blank portion, which what the yogi says, the kundalini, the powerhouse from the light is going to these five, to your eyes, to your ears, your nose, your tongue, your body. So that is what they say, to see, hear, touch, smell, taste. What you hear? Outside. What you see? Outside. What you smell? From the outside. What you taste? From the outside. What you take the taste of touch? Outside. When these five are going inside, in your thoughts, it poisons your mind. It poisons your mind. And then it poisons the mind. Definitely poison is not good for the health. So poison is not good for your peace. So, as there is a thought processing continuously, because we are civilized people, we say. Suppose someone is born with no words, brought up in no words, no language, brought up in the jungle, For him, these five senses will only work outside because he is not having the thoughts to bring them out inside. It is a thought is a carrier which brings everything from the outside to inside. Now, because you are civilized, developed with the language, the words. So, what is said, in your thoughts, think of the no mind. No mind is God. So, who is God? So, we say the Buddha is God, Krishna is God, Mahavira is God, Jesus is God, Muhammad is God's son, Sai Baba, Ram Paramahansa, Mirabai, Sejobai, Lillabai, Socrates, Laoje, we say them the God. Then what to do? I am civilized. I have the language now. I am minded man. So do one thing, have the thoughts of these people. When you are outside, in the office, in the factory, use your mind for that what outside. Inside, when you are at home, you should think only for this. In other words, whenever you get the time free from the 24 hours out of the outside Mayavi world, not in the office, just switch over, like you change the gear. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many times you change the gear in the car? So you change the gear immediately. I am talking to someone outside which is required for me. In my office, I am speaking to him. I had spoken, things are over. I immediately switched my gear inside with the thoughts of the God. Thoughts of the God. So those thoughts of the God, when I go inside, outside the materialistic, inside the spiritual, then one day what will happen? Inside thoughts will also disappear. Outside thought will remain as required, and you will see yourself as a dead. Dead. And the dead man is like as the God. No mind is nothing but a dead state of mind. We say no mind is dead, but it is not dead. It is as Krishna says that as tortoise just spreads outside whenever he wants and puts inside whenever he wants. Your five senses are operating outside, gear changing, coming inside, blank. So outside, inside, outside, inside. These things will go on. And one day you see outside world is over, materialistic my world is over, and a complete in inside. You are in the boat of the God now. So that the boat of the God will take you to the God home. Now the same mind, which was completely attached, completely inside, thinking of the lust, anger, greed, ego and attachment, who had brought all these five inside in his thoughts, had made the life sad, disturbed, distressed, completely depressed. And now the same mind, when utilizing outside, inside not allowing the mind to come, so the thoughts created by that, inside my development of outside civilization, what you say, that words are now of the God inside. If you are using that godly words outside with your lips, is also again within the five senses. You will get the ego. If I am continuously reciting some part or something of Ram, I am going to the temple, Gurdwara with my eyes. These all are outside when you bring the mind. Donation, seva and all. This also becomes the part of your materialistic world. Because God is not for the outside, for the inside. Now we had brought the God from inside to the outside. Why in the temple we had the idols? Why we had brought the God outside? Because our thoughts for the God also moving outside. We had brought the God from inside to the outside, temple, Gurdwara, mosque, churches and all. And if you go into the theory of these all godly people, right from Buddha, Mahavira, Jesus, Muhammad, Kabir, Farid, Guru Nanak Dev, Ram Paramahansa, Sai Baba, Mirabai, Sejobai, Lallabai, Socrates, Laozu, you will see all these people. No one had ever gone to any temple, Gurdwara, mosque or church the moment their mind stopped working inside. Because they have now the live God inside. Live God. And they are deep in live God with the worship. because they know outside temples will be closed. They have their opening time and closing time. My God, temple is always on with the breath 24 hours. I am in the same with my God. My change of gear from outside to inside any moment, any time. So I am busy with my God. Outside temples, there is always a timing and all. They are manipulating the God. They are keeping the God as per their privilege, as per their whatever have the relaxation. But my God is 24 hours with me. And because of my God, I am. I am nothing without Him. So He is the one, I am the zero. That's what it is said, the mind. Game of mind. Mind can bring outside, mind can bring inside. State of mind to no mind. Outside mind, inside no mind. Senses outside, no inside. Is the state of enlightenment. What is called enlightenment? What is called sthiti pragya, what Krishna had said. What Guru Nanak Dev had said, Sachiyar, is the state of mind not working inside. Not working inside. Inside working means whenever any thought comes, taking the decision of the outside world, just throwing it out. Locking. Locked out. No thinking after the decision is taken. And I am inside in the relaxed state. And more I am going deep inside with the no mind, outside world will be getting disappeared. And one day you'll find you are no more in the outside world. That's why all these Buddha, Mahavir and all these godly people got retired so early from the outside world. Because the moment you get connected to the inside, the no mind world, bliss comes from the bless. Bliss word had come from the bless. God blesses you with the bliss. Means all the time with the God. So this is what you have to make your mind to think outside only the materialistic, whenever, wherever you are in the office as required, and balance of time you should not use your mind for the outside world, but use your no mind. No mind. And no mind will bring you inside in the godly world. And inside in the godly world means you will be in bliss because your thoughts are completely in the God. And after the death, means after the life discharged from this body, departs from this body, you will be going to the real God world, where all the physical God people appeared on this earth will be meeting you. And that one is the immortal home. And you get the immortal body. Immortal body is like what this physical body on which you can put the clothes. So your face you can change there, your dress you can change there with this physical, your skin body. Inside is the immortal body. Like you can change your clothes, but the body remains the same. The immortal body means never dying. No birth or the death. So that is the birth or the death of this physical body till you use your mind inside. The moment you utilize your mind for the outside, not for the inside, your thoughts are pure with the God inside. If you are developed or civilized, that moment is called the enlightenment. So lighten means going back to the home from where he started his journey. So that what is the function of mind. So now we will come back to the Krishna statement today. Lord Krishna is saying about the vital part in your body of mind, which is misinterpreted, misused, misguided by all those in the world, other than the 700 people what I say. Rest all are just making the shop on that, because blind follows the blinds. Otherwise, there is nothing like inside. Inside is just to think it over, not to bring the world thought inside. Your home should be home. Home should be complete of no mind. But in home, if you are with the mind, then definitely you are going to get trouble. So that is what Krishna is saying. We have to now go through the sayings of Krishna and the very deep words. So come with me and understand now. What Krishna is saying, a person. Who is a person? We have read it. He or she is a person. That's why he used the word person, not the man or a woman, person. can rise, a man or a woman can rise through the efforts of his own mind. Of his own mind. Remember it. Not that someone is saying to you and you just follow it. You have to use your own mind. Own mind. A person can rise through the efforts of his own mind. Own. Your own. I am saying to you, you don't follow it blindly. But what I say to you, let this thought go inside your mind, and in your mind what thought you have, make the crossing of that thought what I have and you have. Just make that fight between your thought and my thought. Use your own mind. And when you use your own mind, you will see either you are right or I am right. If you are wrong, immediately change the thought to mine. And now my thought is not mine. It is your thought now. Now it is not mine. Because you have accepted it. You have accepted means it is yours. It is, I am donating to you my thoughts. I am donating to you my thoughts, whether you accept it or not. Now you accept it. Once I have given the donation, now it is not mine. You have taken it, you utilize it now. You can say this is mine now. So this thought of yours and thought of mine, both have to come, just cross each other, and if you win or I win. If you think of winning, you should first clear that I am going to win it. That is what is called the vomiting. Vomit in front of the master. Because if he is the true master, you cannot win over him. Because what comes through him is the God saying. It is the Krishna saying. Not that he is speaker. He is the listener. He is speaker only in your side. But in fact, he is a listener. Because Krishna is speaking through him. So in that, you have to first have any inquiry you have, because God can never be wrong. Body can be wrong. Rajesh can be wrong. How the Krishna will be wrong? Krishna is a speaker. Rajesh is a listener like you. You are not listening more. I am listening more. So when you ask something, Krishna will reply. And he will be observer. Whether you accept it or not, he is not going to get bothered. Because if you are in the general world, not obeying someone, he gets immediately disturbed. He abuses you. His ego is hurted. But the godly person is one whose ego is never hurted, because he is not having that ego. He is just the witness. He says, if you are disobeying to Krishna. It is a talk between you and the Krishna. So let Krishna get insulted. I am nowhere. When you respect, so that is not Rajesh. He knows that Krishna is getting respect. He is away. Observer between you and him. So this is what is the fact. So now Krishna is speaking and we all are listening. A person can rise through the efforts. Efforts are required. If you say no effort, I know. Listening from here and going from here. 2 years, here to here, here to here. Then no use. If it is going here, crossing, and then the juice of that tooth going to the heart. You know, mind is connected to the heart. When the thoughts go from one ear to upper head, from upper head it gets crushed and go into the heart. So in the heart when it goes, the heart become the vital part in the body. Mind become the second part. Heart become the primary part. So this, a person can rise through the efforts of his own mind. Through the efforts of his own mind. Your own mind. You have to utilize your own mind. Not the mind of the speaker, but mind of yours. Speaker is right or not. You have to understand yourself. You are not to utilize the mind of the other. You have to utilize your own mind. So when you accept any thought, automatically that thought is yours, not of the speaker. but you had accepted it. So here a person can rise through the efforts of his mind, own mind. His own is very important. Not copying of the other, but his own. So a person can rise through the efforts of his own mind in the same manner. His own mind, or draw himself down in the same manner. Either you can rise by utilizing your own mind, or you can go down in the same manner. Down means you are not utilizing your own mind. You are just follower, and in this only follower blindly, it may bring you down. Because you have just accepted without bringing in mind if you think that you are right or wrong. If you are wrong and you are accepting, then you are becoming right, keeping that one up. So that time when the speaker is saying and your listener is okay with that, consent on that, execution on that, that time your mind becomes the friend for you. What further Krishna is saying, when you are keeping the thought inside of the speaker, the true master, the Krishna, and your thought getting inside, fight each other, and when the thought of yours go down, and you keep the Krishna saying and up, in that way, you are getting to the finest form, the relaxed mode, the bliss mode. Now you are blessed with the Krishna. We say God had blessed me. What the blessing is? Blessing means I had gone through my own thoughts. But my thoughts, I was wrong in this point. I was bringing the 5 outside senses inside. I was bringing my all the office inside in the home. So my home had become so disturbed, sad. The moment I had brought the office outside, the senses outside, automatically I had come to the bliss state. Now this bliss had come through the Krishna. So I am blessed by the Krishna. That is called the blessing. Blessings are not just blind blessing. You want the blessings blindly, without using your own mind. When you take blind blessing, will not work. Because you are in the developed society. You are in the developed form of mind. You are with the words. So words are making you inside something in ego. If there was no word developed, brought up in the place where there was no language, no communication, then definitely you do not know anything or less ego, attachment, anger. Now, words when go inside, you make your ego high. Your ego is so high that you don't want to, you know that I am intelligent. So that intelligence in you will never bow down in front of Krishna. Outside your body is bowing down in front of Krishna in the temple, in the Rama. But inside you think you are more than the Rama or Krishna. So inside when you bring the thought of Krishna, what he has said in Gita, and just you go in the thought of yours and just making thought with the Krishna thought, automatically you see you are doing everything wrong in your life. Because Krishna is saying, as tortoise expands outside and brings inside me, when he is outside in the world, outside, out of the home, he talks about the money, maya and all. He thinks of lust, anger, greed, ego and attachment. When he goes inside in the home, he is going beyond 5 senses. And when beyond 5 senses, inside is a rest place. This is called the God temple. That's why in the epics, it is said the God temple. We say it the Nar Narayani De. Inside the God, outside which you bring the God in the temple is made by you. That only is the symbolic God home for getting you back to the live God home. So live God home, you are always with the thoughts. Otherwise, you are not making any loud in the temple or Gurdwara or mosque or church. But you are completely in loud state inside with your lust, anger, greed, ego and attachment. So your inside temple is completely polluted. Once inside your temple with your thoughts is completely polluted, then do you think that God will be happy with you? No. Outside you get the blessing from your Pandit, Granthi, Malvi and father, but inside the God is not going to bless you. And once he is not blessing you, that's why you are not in bliss. Bless is connected to the bliss. If you are sad, God is not blessing you. If you are in bliss state of mind, where you are no more the sad state, you are no more in the sad or in the happy state, you are in the same stable form, it means you are blessed by the God. Bliss is connected to the bless. Blessings are only working when you are getting connected to the God thoughts. So that way, Krishna is saying, if you are using your own mind, because you are with the mind. If you are with the mind, now God, you have brought the inside God outside in the temple, Gurdwara, mosque or church. Now you have to brought that God from outside to inside. So when the God went inside, these all people in the world, who we say the saints, Buddha, Mahavira, Jesus, Muhammad, Kabir, Farid, Guru Nanak, Ram, Paramahansa, Sai, Meera, Sahajo, Lalla, Lauja, Sukrat, all these people were now going to the temple, Gurdwara, mosque or church, because they are with the live God now. They are not worshipping for morning or evening. They are continuously 24 hours with the worship. 24 hours, a jappa state of mind. So that state of mind, when comes by using your own thought, own mind. So they were completely, we say no, they went to some room, they had that completely thinking on that, what the life is. What we are outside, where I was before birth. If when I die, will I be in this home? Where I will be? Will these people who are today with me remain with me when I reach to that cremation ground? So that one who remains with you is the God. Outside is the game. So why you are bringing the thoughts connected with the outside people in your God home? Talk with your God inside, not with the outside, your parents, father, mother, brother, sister, wife, husband, outside factories, offices. Inside is the God home. In the office, factory, you speak about the office factory. When you are in home, inside, you should be blank. So that the blank state of mind is called no mind. Not using the mind means God. You are with the God. And you are in the bliss state because you are blessed by the God. God, whatever name you give, you tell him Ram, Krishna, Buddha, Mahavira, Jesus, whatever name you give. So that is what the Krishna is saying. It is with you who brings your rises and who brings a downfall. You are the friend or enemy, what further is saying. Now listen again. A person can rise. A person can rise. Not outside world. The rise in the big millions or billions. It is a state of rise inside. In the godly world. A person can rise through the efforts of his own mind. You have to utilize your mind. Or draw himself down in the same manner. Means, if you are not utilizing your own mind, you are going to get down, thinking that I had worshipped throughout my life, God will favor me, God will bless me, I had donated, I had done so much seva, but God is not going to bless you. Definitely, you will get the next life with more interest on that, what you have given donation. You may get some seva, what you have done seva for someone, but you are not going to the God home. You will be coming back to the world again because your worshipping was only for morning or evening, not for 24 hours. 24-hour puja, worshipping, you had to come back to the temple which is open for 24 hours. Your outside temple, Gurdwara, mosque and churches are getting closed. And how long you can sit there? They will throw you out. Go out. But in this house, in this God home, this is Hari Mandir, what is said, Narayana, God never says you go out. So you always remain in your home. God home. So your God home is with you. So he said, if you are not utilizing your own mind and just following blindly to the one who has said you, do pray, do this thing, do that, so you are going to get the same manner downfall. Downfall. Because of not using your own mind. You never raise the question, is he really the God? You have to take that granted what Ram has said. What Krishna has said in Gita, what Guru Nanak has said in Guru Granth Sahib, what Jesus is saying in Bible. So once you go through that sayings, you will see you are standing nowhere. Their epics are the mirror. In that mirror, when you stand in front of the mirror, you will find no sayings are matching with you. So outside, you are just going, doing all with your mind. Had also becomes your God, also had become the materialistic God. You have brought the God to your level. You have brought the Sai Baba on the silver chair. You have brought the Guru Nanak Deva with the golden temples. They were nowhere in the golden or silver chair. We have brought them up because that state of mind in that begging state or in the very ordinary state is not matching with you. So you have brought the God in that state. But when Sai Baba or Guru Nanak or Buddha Mahavira were there, you were not behaving in the same way as you are behaving with them. So you cannot reach to their level of fakiri. So you have brought them to your own level, putting them with their all golden taj and this thing and that. So that means you are not utilizing your own mind. You are just following your whatever religious leaders. So if you are not utilizing your own friend, your own mind, then what further Krishna is saying? Because each person is his own friend or enemy. Friend means if you utilize your own mind, not following that what blindly someone is saying. Mind is given to you. If you are utilizing your mind for the outside world, why don't you utilize your mind for the godly world? Why just blindly following? Are you not educated enough? Cannot you read the Gita? If you are following Krishna, can't you read the Guru Granth Sahib? Can't you read the Bible or Quran? And you cannot understand that what is written there. Are you executing those words? If you are not executing, it means you are making fool of yourself. Because you have got nothing then. You are standing nowhere. After the death, means after departure from this body, God is not going to welcome you. And human body, this human birth is made for getting the God home. Otherwise, you are going back again to the 84 lakh birth and death. Because you have gone against their sayings. Against that saying. You will say, no, I have followed the saying of the Pandit. I have followed the saying of the astrologer. I have followed the saying of the Granthi. They will say, were they truth? Have you seen them? That these epics are following with them? Are they matching with them? If they are themselves are in sad mode, they are connected with outside materialistic Maya, they are looking in your pockets for the donations, for the seva. How can you go with that? Once I have told, one has to get detached from the outside world inside. Inside should be blank. Outside get yourself attached to everything. Because outside Maya is just to enjoy the life. Enjoy. God had given you something with your destiny. Enjoy that. But if you are inside, not blank, you are not coming to the God home. So you are just blindly following. You go to the vegetable shop, when you ask 1 kg tomato, you see 2 tomato are rotten. You are not buying that 2 tomato. Hey, I am not taking it. How can you accept the God with the one who is saying to you without utilizing your own mind? You should understand. If you know I am worshipping Krishna, I am going to Mathura, you have to understand what Krishna has written in Gita. Is the Krishna Gita is getting matched with me? What Krishna is saying is matching with me or not? If not, it means your teacher is wrong. Your guide is wrong. He is taking you in the opposite direction. So opposite direction of God is the devil. Then you will weep at last. If Krishna Gita is matching with you, somewhere it is somewhere matching, then it means you are on the right path. One day the complete Gita will become mirror. Guru Sansai will become mirror. But you have to use your own mind. You are not using your own mind. You use your own mind for 2 tomatoes in 1 kg. You use your mind for onion. If you say 500 rupee kg, will you buy it? No. Utilizing your mind. But you are putting your life, which is coming in this body for a short while, that after death, nobody comes to the cremation ground or graveyard to just see that here I have burnt my father, mother, brother, sister, whatever. But you are not utilizing your brain that what the life is, what the God's sayings are. That's why epics are there. Just by reading, reciting will not work out. You have to execute what they are saying. That is what Krishna is saying. A person can rise. Rise means one step ahead your God. After human birth, next promotion is God. You are God. Because Buddha, Mahavira, Jesus, Muhammad, Kabir, Guru Nanak, Ram Paramahansa, Sai Baba, Meera, Sahajo, Lalla, Laoje, Sukrat, all had come in the same body like you and me. Next step, they are God. So you can rise. A person can rise through the efforts of his own mind. You had to use your mind. And one step ahead, you are God. Or draw himself down in the same manner. You can come down in the same 84 lakh spaces where you were. in the same monkey and birds and insect state, 84 lakh birth and death cycle. That's why it is said, mind, each person is his own friend or enemy. Each mind, if you are utilizing your mind, you are a friend. You are not utilizing your mind, you are enemy of you. That is what we have to understand, the beautiful sayings of these godly people, and we have to execute. We have to brought them to our life so that life can be blessed by those all godly people. So the one to whom you follow, just don't follow blindly. Take that thought, use your own mind. And with the own mind, if you think he is wrong, you should ask him that how? And the one will answer you. Because if one is telling with his experiences, definitely you will get the right answer. He had not to go and touch the Gita and find out, to touch the Guru Granth Sahib Bible or Quran. He himself is the live Gita, Guru Granth Sahib Bible or Quran who had experienced. So what he will speak with his experience. So the moment you ask, you will get your all obstacle inside cleared. And you will find your life inside without the thoughts going now. Without the thoughts means with no mind. No mind means no thoughts of the outside world. Inside resting in peace, outside also looking after my home, family, business and everything. But in a very cool manner. The moment inside you are blank, outside with the outside world, materialistic world, you will see the whole nature becomes servant for you. Whole nature. Because if I have to take some order, I have to take order from the human being. He is also made of 5 elements. Automatically orders will come, everything will come. And without your efforts, without your doing, everything will keep on rising as per your destiny. Not the destiny will rise, multiply the money or your all outside things. But your destiny will touch your feet. The whole nature will become servant for you. Only you have 50, 100, 200 labor in your factory or office. You will see the whole nature that like 700 crore become the servant for you. And here things move so softly and gently. What you are getting before with your hard work, now you're getting with your software, everything the God is looking into. Nature becomes the servant because now you are the God's son, God's daughter. By utilizing your mind, you have gone to that state of no mind, and there you are blessed by the God, and life is bliss now. And that means you're going out of this dead home, dead earth, to the immortal home, God home, sitting with all godly people after the departure from this body. So use your mind, as Krishna says, become the friend of yours. If not using others' mind, blindly following, you'll become enemy of yours. So experience yourself, go further and make your life blessed with the God and a success of your human being birth. Om.